Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Sorry, my dog jumped up on me. I was just like, what? But anyways, we're just gonna jump back into it. I am not feeling well right now. I am dying inside and I don't know why. But anyways, we're just gonna get back into this. Slavia left. I probably should not refuse her after everything she did for me, but I wasn't made for such activities. Look at that. She's just like, yeah. The pioneers kept on dancing. Is the nurse playing guitar? Is that the nurse? That's the nurse. Right? That's gotta be hello nurse. Oh yeah, it is hello nurse. I love Olga Dimitrieva just there in the background, just being all like, eh. She looks like she's about to do like the crump, right? Is it the crump? It's like, oh, I'll crump. Oh,
Don't worry, Bart. I'll do the crump with ya.
I don't know how it is. The pioneers kept on dancing. At least they liked the ball. Olga Dimitrievna danced too. I consider that not really appropriate. The leader has to keep order around, especially since she is not 17. Olga Dimitrievna came over to me as if she felt that someone doubted her professionalism. She was wearing a hat. Where's your hat? Where'd your hat go? Why are you not dancing? I don't really want to. Your choice. She smiled cunningly. Then I have a perfect task for you. A task which is... Any other activity seemed better than dancing. You cleaned the canteen well today, but I think you haven't fully atoned yet. Uliana! Uliana!
What?
Come here. Uliana came over to us reluctantly. She does not look very reluctant. I see you've had enough dancing for a long time to come.
No, I haven't.
She was sweating like a pig, so it seemed that the leader was right. I have a task for you and Semyon.
But Olga Dimitrievna.
Uliana begged. Uliana. Not Uliana. Uliana. Her name's so hard to say sometimes because I have to do the ooh. I have to do the ooh. Uliana. Ooh. Uliana.
It's time to dance. It's dance time now, and it's late.
It won't take much time. Slavia was sorting the books in the library but hasn't finished. My boyfriend. Why? Hold on a fucking shit ton minute. Do not disturb. Okay. There we go. Sorry. You have only a couple of shelves to do.
But
No buts. For goodness sake. I don't like public work, but dancing. I'm ready. Good job, Semyon. And that's my boy. And a real pioneer. You should follow his example, Uliana. Uliana didn't appreciate such an example, though. So do it. The whole camp is relying on you.
I'll remember this.
She hissed. I'm sure you will. The camp in the evening was beautiful. Silence and peace calmed me. Only the distant music from the square reminded that I am not alone here. And Uliana who just came back. You could do the cleaning in your dress, though. I grinned.
This is all your fault.
She breathed heavily, and her face was as red as a tomato, so I wouldn't have been surprised if steam started coming out of her ears.
You! It is all your fault!
Why me again?
If only you'd just been quiet.
What would have changed? She'd make us do it anyway.
You...
She wasn't able to speak normally and just hissed. So what if I kept silent? Do you think she would let you keep Alan having fun? Uliana looked at me. She seemed to calm down a bit.
Really, you don't care at all. You can't even dance.
So what if I can't?
If you had danced with me, it would have been fun.
She returned to her usual childlike mode. I might have, but you see how the things turned out. We won't have a chance to see who is a better dancer. We approached the library. It was already dark outside. I was slightly surprised by You didn't capitalize that. Oh, and Olga Dmitrievna. It was a request. Or more like an old order. To sort the books at night. This is so bizarre. There was no light inside and the switch didn't work, unpleasantly clicking with every push. It might have actually worked properly, but the lights weren't turning on.
Wait, I'll get the candles.
Whoa. I was just about to ask how she knows where the candles and matches are. Then, when two small lights appeared on the table next to me.
That's better.
Uliana said, satisfied with herself. I fucking love the music in this game. What's next?
What's next?
She looked at me inquiringly. What will we do next?
How should I know?
She chuckled. Great. I walked around the bookcases. Olga Dmitrievna said something about a couple of shelves. I touched the books and made sure that there was no dust on them. It looked like someone did a really good job before us. Having examined the whole library, I didn't find anything to clean. The leader must have made a mistake. Suddenly I heard footsteps from behind. The old cracked floor was squeaking, so Uliana wasn't able to sneak up on me unnoticed.
Oh!
I turned around. Oh my god, I'm so scared, please.
Oh, whatever.
She turned away resentfully. It looks really clean in here, so... The dimly illuminated rows of books looked at me reproachfully. Unknown authors from long-forgotten years. I wonder if anyone still remembers them. Zhenya must remember. I'm sure that she remembers everything.
Okay, sit down.
Uliana moved a chair over to me. I sat on it. So, what's next?
Let's tell scary stories to each other. We have 2 chairs and 2 candles, so there should be 2 stories, one mine and one yours.
Okay. I agreed without thinking. I hadn't the slightest intention of going back to the dance, and going by my experience, there was nothing to do in the camp at night. Especially as I knew a couple of nice stories which would be able to really scare Uliana. And that was awesome. You first.
Okay.
Oh, this is kind of creepy. That's a little... Wait, I thought her eyes were green. Wait. No, her eyes are blue. That's right. I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Spoopy. She made herself comfortable, embraced the chair's back with her arms, and moved the candle as close to her face as possible.
Once upon a time, in a faraway village lived a boy. Just a normal boy. He went to school, played with other children. There was nothing special about him. One one day he made a bet with his friend that he wasn't scared to go to the abandoned house.
Uliana left a long pause. Oh, sorry, I guess I should reread that in my normal voice. Once upon a time in a village far away lived a boy, just a normal boy. He went to school, played with other children. There was nothing special about him. One day he made a bet with his friend that he wasn't scared to go to the abandoned house. Uliana left a long pause. So, what was in the house?
Don't interrupt me.
Inventing it on the fly. She pouted her lips and continued. They say a witch has lived in that house, and people still see her ghost there in the night. Nobody knew for sure, but everybody was scared. The boy had said that it was all nonsense, and he was ready to spend a whole night in there. So he did, but he didn't return in the morning. He was found hanged. Uliana stopped talking again. Thrilling. Did he hang himself with his shoelaces? I said skeptically. She frowned again. Is that the end?
Of course not.
They buried the boy the way it was supposed to be, the coffin and stuff. His relatives and friends grieved, but they couldn't bring him back. After a few days, people started to disappear in the village. Nobody knew how or why. They just vanished into thin air. The villagers wanted to call the police, but a friend of that boy who hanged himself in the witch's house told them that he'd seen the boy. Nobody believed him at first, but people kept on disappearing. Then the villagers decided to dig up the coffin. There were long nail scratches on the inside of the lid, but there was no body. Where did he go? Uliana moved the candle away from her and made a scary face, or at least what she thought was scary. In the end, all of the villagers disappeared, and an occasional passersby near the witch's house they saw two ghosts. Uliana blew out her candle and stopped talking. It looked like the story was finished. Wonderful! Me. I applauded. Not quite Pulitzer Prize worthy, but...
Are you scared? Frightened? Are you scared? You gonna... What? You gonna sit and come? Frightened?
Oh, I'm just shivering all over.
Oh, whatever. Tell your story then. I'm sure I won't even flinch.
I collected my thoughts and decided to tell a story I had read on the blog of an acquaintance of mine a few months back. He was quite a good storyteller, at least I liked his style, so success was guaranteed. I certainly didn't remember the story word for word, so I told it with my own words. There is a faraway space station, the last boundary of humanity, located on the border with a hostile civilization, the third month of the ceasefire. It can't be really called a ceasefire, and more like not a war. A small group of survivors is exhausted by a long siege. On one hand, they can't retreat, leaving the outpost. On the other hand, they understand that they won't last even a minute if the enemy attacks. Despair is the best word to describe the situation. The food is running out, there is ammo only for a few shots, which will only seem like greeting fireworks. There is only plenty of air and water, owing to the regeneration systems. People didn't talk to each other for weeks at a time. They may just not see the point of wasting their time on communication while death is at the door, or behind meters thick station armor to be precise. It is really better just to wait for the rescue or enemy's attack. Both outcomes will lead to the end of this torture. This situation looks like a chess game against an invisible opponent. It's the hardest part, endgame. Any wrong move will lead to defeat, yours or your enemy's. But does the enemy know about it? They may be afraid of making a wrong move too. Meanwhile, the humans may move their king, but only one square forward and then one square back again. Any other move will automatically lead to defeat. A step forward is an implied threat to attack, and a step backward is a deliberate necessity of defense. The game would be much easier if the opponent was sitting in front of you. Even an experienced chess player can't hide nervous eye movements, the occasional drop of sweat, or shaky hands. On the one hand, everything is futile. Everyone realizes that the situation is hopeless because no one would decide to make a move to escape the imminent defeat. On the other hand, when seeing the opponent in front of you, understanding that he is totally like you and you can make a mistake, you can more easily stake everything. The opponent may feel the same difficulties. These are the circumstances of the few men and women on the edge of the universe. There were no orders from headquarters for several days. Though the last orders had contained nothing useful, only the usual command to keep on defending. One square forward, one square backward, the swinging of an internal pendulum. At the beginning of the 4th month, the commander decides to retreat. He reasons that the lives of his soldiers are more important than the mythical ideals of humanity. No one will judge him for this. Moreover, they can't change anything. The preparations don't take much time. The greatest asset you can save from a sinking ship is your life. The whole station crew board the rescue vessel. The launch sequence starts. 3, 2, 1, and nothing. The bay doors don't open. They send mechanics to check for malfunctions, but they don't find anything. The doors should open, but they don't open the 2nd time or the 3rd time. The commander orders his crew to leave the station in rescue pods, but they can't launch either. They explain it as technical malfunctions. The crew tries to communicate with the headquarters in vain. After a few days, the executive officer notices that there's nothing on the radars. Nothing at all. No planets, no asteroids, no enemy ships, just an endless darkness. They run out of food in a month. Everybody thinks that this is the end, but no one dies. Not after a day, not a week, not even after a month. As if there is no need for food to sustain human life. At this moment, the majority of the crew goes insane. Some of them just stay in their rooms and pray. Some wander around the station. Some try to commit suicide. But neither point-blank shots with a plasma gun, nor hydro-tank diving, nor even simply slitting the veins brings any results. Days pass by, months or maybe even years. Nobody keeps track of time. Insane people recover their minds again and normal people go insane. Repeats many times. In the end, the crew accepts its condition. They start to make up occupations, theatrical staging, sports tournaments, readings of self-written books. A lot of family couples appear and many more break up. It is an infinite flow of time, an enclosed loop of a human life, and only the darkness on the radar reminds them of the emptiness outside. But there is an emptiness inside the station too. In the end, people stop living. They just lie in their rooms and sleep, not 24/7 at first, but as the time goes by, they learn to fall into a trance. Every person has his own dreams. One returns to his childhood, one gets his lost love back. One defends the ideals of humanity with a blaster in his hands. Some others just wander in space. Shabby from skirmishes with the enemy, rescue vessel docks with the station. The boarding squad gets inside. The whole station looks like a piece of scrap metal which has floated in space for thousands of years. The reactor had shut down a long time ago. There were marks of the laser shots on the walls. The equipment was all smashed. They found decayed skeletons of people who died horribly defending their frontier of humanity in almost every room. And only one cryptic message sent to the headquarters implied that something was wrong. "Save us! We just want to die!" I finished the story and looked at Ulyana. Her face was concealed by the darkness. So that's the story. I blew out the light. Oh, whoa. Ulyana shrieked, rose up, and threw herself towards me. Whoa, damn. Whoa, mama. Whoa, mamacita. Hola, mamacita. Why am I calling her a mamacita? She's too small to be a mamacita. Well, actually, no, that is correct. She would be a mamacita. We fell on the floor. my god. No. So many CGs today. So many CGs. What's up with you? Why are there so many CGs? I mean, I'm happy, but goddamn, now I don't know what to use for the thumbnail. Probably this one if it's gonna be the last one I get. God damn. What's up with you?
Nothing.
Her voice sounded very scared. Looks like my story hit the jackpot. I mentally congratulated myself. Ulviana wasn't having fun, though. She embraced me, shivered, and sobbed. Where's her fucking shoe? What's wrong with you, you silly thing? I patted her head. It's just a story. It's not real.
You and your stupid stories.
Ulviana cuddled up to me more. Were you that scared?
Yeah.
Frankly, I didn't expect such an honest answer from her. Everything's alright. Time heals all wounds. She'll calm down.
Listen, Semyon.
What?
Never mind, it's nothing.
She buried her face in my chest. Minutes passed. Okay, I understand. Maybe we should go? She fucking fell asleep. I listened. She fucking fell asleep. I'm done with this bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm not done with this bitch. I'm not done until I'm done with her root. Which I'm not. I'm only on the 3rd day. Uliana snored quietly. Hey, wake up! Can you even fall asleep from fear? Wake up, I said. No reaction. I tried to stand up. Uliana certainly didn't weigh more than 40 kilograms, but imagine yourself lying under such a weight. It's really not easy to stand up. You would think that Uliana was dead if not for her breathing. I certainly couldn't make more effort. But then I'd wake her up and it will all start again. Such an unenviable situation. There is the option to wait until she wakes up by herself, though. She certainly won't sleep all the way until morning after such a story. I looked through the window at the starry sky. I wonder if there really is a distant outpost with a ghost crew. My eyes slowly closed in a moment, and in a moment I fell asleep. Oh no. Oh no. Day 4. Holy shit. Okay. I felt warmth in my dream. Well, that's good for you. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Everlasting Summer. So if you guys, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this, would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!